pairs that I no longer really want or need, but I couldn't bear to give them to Goodwill or donate them somewhere, and some of them are well loved. So I just thought I would kind of archive them in a video. So let's go through them. These are not in chronological order, like at all, but I do know this is one of the first ones I've ever finished. The very first bag I ever made, I actually gifted it to my sister. So this is probably about the second or third one I ever made, and just a little quilted fat quarter bag. Oh wow, it's got all kinds of little dust bunnies in there. So this is one of my OGs. Next, you know what, you can go on the floor for a second. Oh, I have one of these. This is a type of bag that you slide onto a railing, like a, you know, some type of pole or something. So these are fun to make. I actually have a few of these in my craft room, and I'll show them to you at some point when I get things put back together. We've been doing a lot of shuffling and moving around, getting ready for the baby to get here. This is one of my favorites that I've made, and it is on the well-loved list for sure. It's got a little cake trinket, and if you undo it, it had like some paper, and it still does. And it's got binding on it, a little button right here, and on the back you can see it's got like all these stains on the front and back of it. I definitely could throw this in the wash, except for the fact that I used string to hold this on. I don't know how that's gonna hold up in the wash, but yeah, this one's an oldie. When I say oldie, it's usually around like 8 to 10 years. I remember why I made this. I remember I had gotten a promotion at work, at one of the cafeterias I'd worked at, and I was so excited that I went and bought myself some fabric, and I used this one for a while. Oh, and yes, I made these together to match, and I had this inside of there. The style is a lot of fun to make. It takes a long time because it has like 5 pockets on the outside, and then the straps, and the magnetic closure, and then I didn't put any pockets on the inside of this one. So this is one of my favorites that I've made, and you can see all the stains and dirt on it. It was very well loved. This bag I made because I saw it on Pinterest and wanted to. I see a lot of tiny holes in. I wonder if a cat had gotten into it. But this one's just a tote bag. There's no closures, no pockets, no gussets, no anything. It's just a tote bag with a bow on it and some pleats. It was fun, and it was really quick to make. This one's not super old. This was my attempt at trying to make my own fanny pack. I do not like this one. I'm glad I tried it. It's just got, you know, I just did some quilted fabric and zipper and got some buckles. Yeah, this one was worn, I think, once, and yeah, got a little lazy on some of my stitching, and just overall it wasn't very comfortable because it was very flat. But you know what? I tried. I've made about 4 of these, and they take so long to make, but I love these trifold wallets. You can see how dirty and dingy this one is. It got so much love. I used it for a long time. It has a little pocket on the back here. Okay. I guess I should have went through these and see to see if there was anything in them. But it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's got a dozen card slots on it. Yeah, so. Right. Oh, and up top here, it's got a dollar bill holder and a coin holder. See if there's any change in here. No. Yeah. So this was one of my favorites. I spent a month freehand designing this and doing every single section to this purse. There's so many things I liked and disliked about this bag. So I tried to do this thing where when I would open it, I would have access to my cards. You see right here. But it just, even with the Velcro on the sides, I just didn't really feel comfortable with all that floppiness. And even with the magnetic closure on top of this, I did not feel comfortable with that. And the bag was kind of too big, so I like took it in on the sides, and then on the inside I had like a bunch of pockets here. And I just did not enjoy the functionality of this bag. I'm glad that I made it, and I'm glad that I got the experience out of it, but yeah, not one of my favorite finished products, even though it took me a month to make it. This one was well loved. I tend to stay away from what's called directional fabric, and directional fabric is fabric that has a specific direction. Like, teacups don't go upside down. They don't. I do like this bag. It has a pocket in the front and a zip in the front. Nothing on the back. A broken zipper up front. I didn't put any pockets on the inside either. But yeah, I did enjoy wearing this one out and about. But then eventually, yeah, the zipper just like completely broke on it. So, you know. Oh, and the hardware was really loose. I did a bad job I should have done one more stitch right here to keep the hardware in place, but I didn't. Just another one to learn from. This one is a tote bag. I want to say this was Missouri Star Quilt Company video that I had watched, and it was like a piece as you go tote bag, and so I made that. Put this busy color on top of more busy color, you know, back before I knew how colors worked. Just a regular tote bag because there's no closures or zippers or anything. And I used this for a while for random things. There's a pin in it. Let me just set that aside. Here we go. Alright, so anyway, this is, it's still usable today. This is still a good functional bag. Okay, so I did not make this, but it's one of my favorite bags ever. Also, a lot of the purses and bags that I use, I prefer to buy them because I really like leather. And I don't feel like sewing with leather. Like, I love using my fabric bags for lots of different uses, but at the end of the day, I really like bags with leather in it. But the reason why I wanted to show it to you, because this was my son's diaper bag. It had a neutral color, so his dad and I could both grab the bag. Not that colors truly matter, but it, you know, made things a lot easier. So we had a small pocket for, you know, like just smaller things. And then on the inside, it had tons of room for stuff. Like, this is a small bag. So there was a little changing pad in it, and I wanted to show it to you because I noticed the other day that this still had stuff in it from years ago. Like there's still a pin from like taking notes at doctor's offices and stuff. And there's still diapers in here. What sizes are these? 5s. Wow, that's pretty funny. And sometimes we will just throw wipes in a Ziploc bag and throw them in here instead of putting the whole thing in. Also, yeah, let's see here. Deodorant, sunscreen, and then there's like a small zipper pouch on the inside. And yeah, this was one of our favorite bags to use. And I did make this one though. And this is what we would use for like babysitter drop-offs and stuff, because it was just big enough to hold just a few diapers, a few wipes. Back when I did mops and, you know, dropped them off there, his little name tag and stuff. And it would hold like a little cup of, you know, juice and snacks and stuff. So this one was just for like really quick drop-offs. We could leave them with someone. And let's see here, what size are these diapers? Are they also 5s like the other ones? They look a little bit smaller. Please don't say that. Oh, 3 to 4T. Oh, also this is a pull-up. Okay. Interesting. This one's an actual diaper. Well, this was a lot of fun. Thank you for sitting here with me, going through these bags. That's all of them. Let me know which ones were your favorites. Which one should I make more of and put in my shop? You know, let me know what you thought of all the bags that I've made over the past 10+ years. And thank you so much for watching my video.